Have you ever noticed that people often use the words healing and self discovery interchangeably as if they're the same journey? They're not. They often overlap, they can absolutely dance together, but they're not the same thing. And understanding the difference changed everything for me. Because for a long time, I thought if I was constantly healing, then eventually I'd arrive. But what I eventually realized is that healing removes what's hurting you. Self discovery reveals who you are underneath it. Those are two completely different goals. Healing asks, what happened to me? What wounds am I carrying? What beliefs did I develop to survive? It's about recognizing pain, processing it, making peace with it, learning healthier ways to respond. It's the work of untangling. Self discovery asks something very different. It asks, who am I when I'm not operating from survival? What actually brings me alive? What values are mine? What kind of life genuinely feels aligned with me? Healing helps you stop bleeding. Self discovery teaches you how you actually want to live. One removes the weight, the other helps you decide where you want to walk. And here's something I believe a lot of people miss. You can be incredibly healed and still not really know yourself. You can have processed your trauma, worked through your childhood, learned emotional regulation, and still wake up one day and ask, what do I actually want? Because for so many of us, we spend so much of our lives becoming who we needed to be that we never stopped and asked who we actually are. For me, there were seasons where healing looked like learning boundaries, learning self-worth, learning accountability, learning to stop abandoning myself. But self-discovery, that looked like asking questions I'd never allow myself to ask. What do I actually enjoy? What kind of people make me feel safe? What energizes me? What drains me? What values are truly mine? And which ones did I inherit without ever questioning them? Healing helped me stop living in survival. Self-discovery helped me start living intentionally. And here's where they begin to work together. The more healing you do, the quieter survival becomes. The quieter survival becomes, the easier it is to be able to hear yourself. Not your conditioning, not your trauma, not your fear. You. Because survival is loud. Your authentic self is often much quieter, which is why so many people mistake fear for intuition or trauma responses for personality. Sometimes what we think is just who I am is just who we had to become. That realization can change your life. And something else I've noticed. Healing is often about the past. Self-discovery is often about the present and the future. Healing asks, how did I get here? Self-discovery asks, where do I want to go from here? Both matter. Both are beautiful. Neither one is superior. They're simply different chapters of becoming. Some seasons of life require more healing. Others require exploration. Sometimes you'll move back and forth in between them, and that's normal. Growth isn't linear. It spirals. You'll revisit old lessons with new awareness. You'll discover new parts of yourself because you've healed enough to finally meet them. So if you've been wondering why you don't feel finished after doing years of healing, maybe it's because you're not broken anymore. Maybe now it's simply time to discover who you are. Because healing isn't the destination. It's what creates the space for self-discovery. And self-discovery is a journey that never really ends. Every season of life introduces us to another version of ourselves. The privilege isn't reaching some final version. The privilege is continuing to become.